Example I always give is we do some executive background checks and stuff on individuals that are being hired for really high trust positions and dealing with trading or billions of dollars of industry. And that resume looks spot on perfect. But what you won't see is that this individual has a gambling propensity, that after work Fridays, every day, he goes to Woodbine Racetrack and drops 10 grand and starts drinking heavily and gets in his car and drive home. No piece of paper is going to show that unless he's been caught, right? So that physical observations is important to identify their lifestyle and those issues. And you think of all the cases that you and I have worked together where that surveillance piece is kind of giving us that, oh, hang on, this is what we've been looking for.
Right.
So then it just kind of evolved into what I did, and what I did fairly well, and continued to get into that side of things with some speaking and client development and things, and just evolved into the piece where ultimately I own my own shop.
That's great. That's interesting that you say that about your childhood, because I've kind of thought that about myself too. I kind of have this innate thing where like injustice ticks me off.
Yeah.
I think to a certain extent, maybe not more so than the average person, but just it really kind of grinds my gears.
The Jiminy Cricket factor. Like Jiminy Cricket's on your shoulder.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of tweaking.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, and then I guess what you said is correct. I mean, that private investigations world is almost like not exactly the same as a, private police officer or private law enforcement, but they kind of do the same things at certain times. Like you're writing reports, you're doing surveillance, you're following up, searching for bad guys, trying to figure out, what really happened. So yeah, I can see how that was a path, and this presented itself, and that just kind of